Three, two, one, 1, 2, 3. Come on. What? Wait, what is that for, bro? What the freak?
Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Hyman's been wanting to ask you about something.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary... This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Hyman was so focused on the trap.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine? And that well, maybe. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. The delusions, they're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleague's behalf. It would be more trouble than it... Well, anyway...
A hindrance?
Anyway, I'm only telling... You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden... And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, we are all... You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're... The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may...
So this is your plan? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by,
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia, that you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never...
Has no one else ever...
None. No, your existence is more than just an opportunity.
Wait, you're leaving?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Let's go. Can't believe Tepe died, bro. I still can't believe Tepe died, bro. I'm sad about that. Tepe was such a good dude. He didn't deserve that dishonorable death.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra Abbott. Thank you for completing.
R.I.P. Tepe though. Tepe did nothing wrong, but they still killed the man. So disappointing. I'll forever hate the game for that, man. Tepe, all Tepe wanted to do was just get stronger, man. If he's actually still alive though, I'll actually be happy though. Because Tepe was just one of the characters that I found the most favorite because he was always happy and stuff. Hey, I can finally make this freaking sword. Hey, finally. Majestical sword. Hey, I got the iron sting now. Let's go. Ooh, weak. Actually, the Lion Ward. Oh no. This sword actually fits her though, not gonna lie. This sword fits her, I'm not lying though. It fits her style choice. But this is the recommended sword, so man, I know dang well I'm not gonna be using. Actually, no, I can't just waste that sword. Get out of here. Dang. Stardust exchange. Dang, I got that much prima gems. Stardust exchange. I'm never gonna use Lightnet, and that's a promise, bro. Could have sent her. Come on, heal him. Yep. I can't believe they killed Tepe though. They better find a way to
Chamber
kill
full
that
and
man.
ready to roll.
Oh no, they aged him. He got aged up, so they can't heal that man. He's dead permanently.
Come with me.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, that's it. I don't use Dillick. Why is he on my team? Okay. What character? The Crows. The Crows of Sayu will be good for the Swirl team, but I don't got them built. I don't like Sayu at all, and I don't know why. So I don't want her for element swirls. So Crows is weak. She can swirl, but I don't got any artifacts or weapons to help her with her elemental. So, and this is gonna be an elemental reaction team. So Cookie Shinobu is gonna be a dead given.
What'd they do this time?
I want her at the last, cause order. If I put Cookie Shinobu and Barbara, they're both healers, and if I put her skill with hers, it will be a dead elemental reaction that makes them both sub DPSs. But also at the same time, I don't want that. Okay. Ferment is good for me. He's a main DPS. Main DPS. Main DPS, sub DPS, and could be a main DPS, main DPS, sub and main DPS, healer, sub DPS, main DPS, and he can heal, but he don't give you a lot of health. He has an incoming kill and bonus. Main DPS, and with her ult, oh, she could be a sub DPS. Yeah, I use her mainly for elemental application. Main DPS, and with his ult, you can use him as elemental reactions and sub DPS. Main DPS, she can't be used as sub, and she can't heal. Sub DPS, and she's not good for main DPS. She could be, but at the same time, not recommended. He's still new, so I haven't figured him out. But from my current experience with using him against bosses and stuff, he's more of a main DPS in a reaction. He's good for reactions. And main DPS is sub DPS. I don't. Did she just evaporate the flowers? Anyways, main DPS, it could be used as sub DPS. Main DPS, but nobody likes her. Only her character design. For obvious reasons. elemental applicator. He could be used as his main DPS also. Main DPS, and yeah, she's a main DPS. You can't really use her as a sub DPS. She also grants you shield. Sub DPS could use her as a main DPS, but who would? She's bad. Main DPS can't use her as sub. I mean, her ult gives you AoE stuff, but it don't last that long, so it don't do it. It would do a lot of damage, but main DPS, obviously. Main DPS, sub and main, and I already went over these. Okay, it's a main DPS, but you can't really use her as a No, you can't use her as a main DPS. Can you? I'll get on some crows later, but whatever. This team is gonna be elemental applicator. I'm gonna use Cookie Shinobu and him because they do damage, and she already heals, and he heals a little bit. So if you need to clutch up with health, he's the guy. She's the girl. I could use Barbara, but then again, I already got too many teams with Barbara. I don't need her. Okay, I think I got my team. So,
I'll bring my seasoning.
At your command.
Oh, actually, hold up. For men.
I can't wait any longer.
Let's go.
No, get him out of here. Get that trash out of here. And then
Wait for my signal.
Not finish. Malice is the team that I use every single time, and I change. Team Standby is a team that my little brother created, but this team creates no element reactions except maybe Electro and this and Cry on that, but even then I don't even really know about this element reaction. I know about like Shatter, I know about Pyro and Fire. Oh no, Pyro was Fire, what the freak. It ain't even really Swirl's reaction swirl, so Actually, this whole crew is reserved for Chaska. Chaska, just Chaska. Chaska. Like, she's basically the team. She's basically the team's reactions. You don't even gotta be using the character and you'll wipe out people. Only her. You just gotta only use her. Put a team that has a good elemental reaction, put it in certain placements on the teams, and you would just use her skill and then boom. Elemental reactions. And her ult does the same as her normal skill too. It brings out elements from the team and puts it in there and stuff. Death. Get this cringy stuff on my freaking name, bro. I know my little brother put that, bro. God, bro. Random character inputs. Oh wait. Oh, this is my original team. Original team. This is this was supposed to be I think Denjo or Animo Traveler mixed with this team. Stackers? What? He's cool.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Come with me.
Wait, do I already got a team? Hold up, this is basically this team, but dang. I guess I actually do main Kaya and Beto and Xiangling. Oh look, I actually do. What the heck? Okay. Okay, I need to change my character soon in the near future. Deploy them. Oh wait, now I know why I had this world team. I mean Chaska's team. I use Chaska for traveling.
Let's fly. We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Hold up. Being AFK, I'm gonna be AFK for real quick.
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance. The aim is to try to not...
Take the up!
What a workout! So how come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Aw.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. Join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of euthymia is her idea, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for
There's a part 2?
Hold on to your hats. This moment will be frozen in time. To ashes!
Not bad.
Cool it!
No, my sword! Eyes on me! Let me weave you a verdict. Time to act. Knock him down.
Freeze!
Rain outlines your fate.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Take me up! Body and... Huh? Rain outlines your fate. Yes, Rain Cutter! Power that ended Archon!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze!
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this?
Wait, what? So all of this was...
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win. Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they... Considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue...
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the
I don't mean to belittle them. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove... Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the
All of this said in your entertaining guest?
Okay, we can talk here. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Huh. Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt decree was obviously divided. Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryo Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions, is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said,
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean, if we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the
Ugh! Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things—
All of you outside!
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara.
No, as a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm—
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolute ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan. I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect— how could he ever even dream of acting against them?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before—
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal— he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3—
was so scary. Paimon wasn't expecting. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her. As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail.
Okay, but what do we get?
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come.
Chong Xing, Feng Xing Xing, Hong Pu Jing Xing, Guan Xing Xing, Hong Ge Xing, Hong Hong Xing Xing. Such a beautiful starry night. Sailing across the stars, going through the endless night. Sailing through the darkness as the moon go and rise. I go through a place so divine. I've never seen a place as perfect as your eyes. Yo. Sayu! Sayu! Sayu, bro!
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before.
It's Sayu, bro.
Not a Tanuki. I'm a Mutina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth.
You'll never grow, buddy.
Is this the profession?
She is a member of the Shiuma.
Wow, a ninja? So was that one of those,
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my ability. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by... For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou... But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier... The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here.
I can't wait! I'm tired of this, bro. Sailing across the moon, going across the endless stars. Such a beautiful place I never thought I've heard of before. Oh, have I ever indulged such a place? A place as perfect as your eyes.
What kind of tea is this?
This ice go hard. I love ice, bro.
Toma, you there? It's us. We're back.
We haven't talked with Toma at all. I just realized that.
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people with...
So, it's still not over. I guess you can... I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato.
I see. I understand. You need evidence of the Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now. But not once. I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Yoimiya's firework!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks while they were preoccupied with that...
Why is Sayu
could
right there?
infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she
I
might
thought she
find.
was over here
Great.
getting, trying to
It
report
feels like I'm getting
someone else.
closer and closer
But no,
to being
she
a
just
free
was
man
there.
again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat
Of course
down and
y'all
talked
eating
like this.
something, bro.
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last stepped foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand.
I bet bro stink.
The sooner the vision... This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded.
Alright. First, let's go to hunt.
Dang, whoa.
Looks more interesting than
Okay, what am I doing, bro? I had to get it for a friend, bro. I swear the game focused too much on her design. Why every character over in Natland have the most craziest skill designs and craziest skill usage? Like Chaska and Aurora and Gachina are my only Natland characters, according to my current knowledge of my characters. She has a gun. She has a gun that's used as a flyer. No, as a glider.
Uniform
My
very
apologies.
possible.
Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient.
Sailing across the... Okay. Sailing across the moon and across such endless night. I've never seen a place such as perfect as your eyes. Please keep blessing me with such a full gaze as yours. May I please be blessed, such a happy smile as yours. I've never seen such a smile that is as perfect, wow. It is perfect as yours. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, sailing across the moon, such a perfect gaze as yours. It hits me deep heart as I wish we were everything more. Oh.
Mia, we need an extra large
Sailing
firework.
across
The
the
super
moon
big kind.
and a perfect
Extra large
pitch
firework?
black night.
You sure came to the right
It's
person.
such a perfect place.
As it happens, I made this
For a
really souped up
girl
one just a
that's
couple days ago.
looking like a star. No, that don't look right. That don't sound right. Sailing across the moon, going on in an endless night. It is the perfect place for a girl like you. I don't know what to believe, as everything is very wrong. As I never ever thought a star could be a girl. I stare at you from afar, I admire your beauty. It reminds me of a star, 'cause of how you glow in the dark.
But it's so powerful that, don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse. And try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
I won't cover my ears.
What? Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on. We'll give it a try. Thanks, Mia.
What's the worst that could happen? You literally just admitted what you said.
Now we just need to wait till nightfall.
Wait for midnight. Okay. One day is gone. Oh my god, bro. I keep forgetting. Oh, I almost pressed mail again. Yo, a perfect time, the perfect time. Midnight at exactly. It's exactly midnight.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the...
No, you're kidding. You're kidding. Oh my god, bro. I did all that just for me having to do another whole freaking side quest, bro. I got the most perfect time ever, bro.
You! The warrant is...
Let's fly.
Let's go! Let's go. Let me see my headphones first.
You!
Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just...
Okay.
much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful, does it? Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
Take me up!
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts.
This is not the end.
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Is this an answer from this world?
My apologies. Komore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu. I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was some... I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about. Here you go.
My lady, what?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryo Commission is preparing to present. In addition, we have... Of course, it seems that Gujiyaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiyaya. I will also gather some people to...
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just... if Paimon remembers correctly, it should be... Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Naro...
Books were more interesting in the past.
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to investigating, 10% to making a final decision, and the remainder for execution.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
The books were more interesting than the past.
Let's fly!
Well, how did it go? Well done. I know, Extra. I feel so... No, I can't sleep yet. I didn't know how to find a doc. Here you go.
My lady,
This sealed envelope. In addition, we have... Course, it seems that Guji... This should be ample evidence. Please, I will also gather some people to try...
Still, mind yourself.
Again. If Paimon remember... Let's pack up our things.
What kind of tea is this?
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Lady Guji, here
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get...
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun team.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep. Let's get...
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. Well, go on. Time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend.
You followed me here? Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear? Good.
Master's orders.
Don't tell me they did it again.
master's orders. Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Body and mind. Let me weave you a verse.
I must withdraw. Propagate!
Stand with me.
Who goes there?
Nice and spicy.
Get them!
Flash!
Out of my way. Our bond is strong.
Soldier!
No, my soul. Rain outlines.
Glory to the Shogun!
I've lost. Teach me a lesson.
Hey-ya! At the frying pan, it's
Witness the power of Gugwa.
dissipate.
Scatter! Germinate!
Strike! Quiver!
Battle formation! Get them!
Strike!
Allow me.
Gaining the upper
Strike
hand!
first!
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate.
Lightning,
Terrified. Stand with
Boba, get them!
Scatter!
Flash. Let me weave you a verse.
Storm the front!
Our bond is strong.
Propagate!
No, my sword.
Nice and spicy.
Bested. Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you?
Master!
Go on, ask him. Don't let him...
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and...
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it?
Betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees, and after all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, but it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared that I would betray you one day? You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that. As would the former.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else...
Stubborn and... Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable and nothing. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat.
Senor is the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into You can say that! Alright then.
What's going on?
Race you!
What's going on?
The way people charge in here as they please. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kuchi?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Senor.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on You? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance...
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of you are aware that the loser must die.
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last day. A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Get them!
Get with me!
Here! Yeah!
Eat this!
Rain out. Blind your fate. Rain cutter.
Scatter!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid.
Scatter!
Nice and spicy!
The pale flame smolders. Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated!
Propagate!
Yeah! Boba, get them!
No, my sword!
I'm the frying pan!
Not good!
Our bond is strong! Lightning, terrify! Boba!
Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
This way! I'm the frying pan!
Scatter!
Yeah!
Spring forth!
Rain cutter!
Propagate!
Out of my way!
Scatter! What? Yeah. Here.
Stand with me!
No, my sword!
Boba, get them! You're toast!
Embrace your searing reckoning.
This
Not
way.
every wound will heal.
Propagate! Yeah. What?
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Out of the frying pan!
Here. Yeah.
So strong, but how? I am a Snizhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the Gnosis? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Eudaimia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro-zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So, we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the real... Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state. If so, then you underestimate me. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations. Are they not? Traveler, your existence is... There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake... So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity... Excessive yearning leads to inevitable destruction. Inferior. Inferior.
Eat this! Dinner's gonna burn.
I let my guard down. Stand with me. I'll settle this.
Propagate!
Inferior.
Scatter!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Take care of the gang.
No, my sword!
Goba, get...
All right.
Indulge my curiosity. Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or... Oh? If so, then you underestimate me. Not so. The Vision Hunt decree has... The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Individual ambition. What you might not realize is that all... Consider this. Rather, those who have lost... Traveler, there seems to be... So, I won't insist. That's right. Anyway... So be it. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler?
Let me leave you a birth. Body and...
Germinate!
Out of my way! Dissipate!
Hold on to your hat.
Take me up!
Scatter!
Looking for a fight? Time to act. Stand with me!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Propagate!
Inferior. Inferior.
Bullseye! Locked on! Rain outlines your face.
This ends now. Inferior. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
No, my sword! Dissipate!
Inferior. Inferior.
Scatter!
Take me up! Locked on! Locked on!
Strike dead.
Lightning terrified! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Evasion is futile.
Fire in the hole!
Instabilities will be removed. Inferior.
Open
You
fire!
are an enemy that requires special attention.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt decree.
Out of my way!
fleeting shadow.
Rain cutter.
Hold on to your hat.
Take me up.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals. Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Germinate!
Lightning,
This world, the
Get
fleeting
with me.
shadow.
Dissipate.
Time to act.
Fire in the hole!
Let me weave you a verse.
Open fire! Open fire!
Thunder.
Open fire!
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Oh! Dissipate.
This world,
Out
the
of my
fleeting
way!
shadow.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness it.
Hold on to your hat.
Locked on! Yeah!
Propagate!
This world, the fleeting shadow.
Let's fly!
Lightning does
fire.
not bend to
Knock
the
them
will of
down.
mortals.
Lightning, purify! Stand with me.
Here!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles? Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right? But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed.
Miko, retract. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention.
Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses, but I have experienced it all. That is why I...
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh? Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, it must have been terribly lonely here, all alone.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I... have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the... So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change.
Since you are willing to admit that,
What a childish conversation. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, but with regards to eternity and the question of whether this nation should move forward...
You are the one who's been... As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you... Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason Yai Miko is looking...
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And
You literally told us to come meet. Seems like someone's in it pretty.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that you're strict. Still, you did end up victorious.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their head.
Wait a second. As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece.
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're with...
Oh.
What?
I handed that over.
You did what?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. But, so... Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come. As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions. What would you like to know about? Sorry, I haven't a clue. But if you still have doubts about A, I would... Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her Gnosis long ago, severing her... That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar...
Don't worry, we are...
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens...
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon bought...
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly. So that, in fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
After leaving Inazuma,
Ooh, Sumeru! We've read...
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is... But their obsession gives rise... In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser
Lord Kusanagi? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru... I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay, then. Keep it safe. Is that all you... There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that...
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. I see. But your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment... Oh, did that all get a little heavy for you? I think you prefer me when I'm just teasing you, don't you? Are you sure? Okay, then. Keep it safe. There was me thinking...
Who in their right...
I see. Your ambition perhaps the reason you... Continue on your...
Protection of the Electro Archon. See that he stays. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Ad Astra Abyss. You have already claimed today's reward. Ad Astra...
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. There's a string.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Ancient out.
I can't wait any longer!